Hey everybody, it's Marcia from Kansas Misfit. And boy, have I got a treat for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video. My husband bought 2 bushels of apples. Jonathan apples. Aren't they beautiful? Well, we got a new gadget for our kitchen, which is this peeler. And I want to show you how it's dirty right now. I just peeled, let me show you. I just peeled up the apples that's in here. And I have some in here. I'm going to finish filling this bowl up before this video is over. I don't know what I'm going to do. Who knows? I just might make some stuff and let you watch. Because my husband wants apple pie. I canned 4 quarts of apple pie filling yesterday. And I still have this many more apples to go in the box. See that? And plus the ones that's on the table here. And I need to put them on the core. My husband says, do the butt side. That's the butt side. And there's the top. So do the butt side. He says it works better. So he started out the other day when I made the apple pie filling. And I made some cinnamon apples. And I tried to make some fruit roll up, but it didn't turn out. So I'm going to feed it to the chickens. My husband's upset because, he will be upset, I should say, because he paid money for all this. And all the sugar and everything I had to use. But I couldn't get it to work. And it was mushy towards the center. So I should have put it in longer, but I don't know how to do the time on how much more time it needs. So, and I don't think it turns off when it's done either, because he just bought me a dehydrator. It's sitting there on the counter. Can you see it? You can see the dirty dishes. Okay, it's right there. Whoops, right there. And I've been doing dishes, trying to keep up with everything. Yes, I live in this house, so if you don't like how it looks, I guess you can watch a different video. I'm a hard worker. I do a lot of stuff at once. I'm a multitasker, no matter whether I'm in my garden or whether I'm in my house. It might not get done until dark, but it'll get done. But anyway, let's get started. I'll show you how this here gadget works. When I'm all done with this box of apples, I'll clean the area up. But right now, it's just going to be like it is. Got the butt in. You try to align it with the 3-prong thingy right here. Try to align it in the center of that, and then just press it on. And you turn this, and the blade is here and here, and this thing moves back and forth. I don't know, but maybe you won't see it. I'll try to get it close enough where you can see that. I might have to hold my phone. I'll bring it this close. You can see my onions. Okay, you can barely see it. Right here at the bottom of the screen. Just watch the bottom of the screen. I have to turn the crank. You see it peeling it. I hope this works. Go all the way to the end of the apple. The apple comes off. And it's supposed to be peeled, but it's all cut. Perfect for what I need. All I need to do is take the skins off, if I want them off. Put it in the bowl. And then you have the core here on the end. I just stick my fingernails in it and pull this side. And it comes out. And I can feed this to my chickens. But before I feed them to the chickens, I'm going to boil them for an hour and make apple jelly. Nothing goes to waste in this house. I'll boil the skins, and I'll boil the cores, and anything else that needs to be. And then I'll boil it for an hour, and not just simmer, but where you can see the bubbles. And then maybe I'll make a video of that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and hopefully it turns out. Because if it don't turn out, I made 3 quarts yesterday of boiling down the skins and the cores, and it didn't thicken up. But you know what? We've got apple syrup for our pancakes. Like I say, don't throw it away. That's a lot of sugar and things that goes in that ingredient. And I might cut back on the sugar too, because but I don't want to skimp either. I want it to taste good. Anyway, let's get these apples done. Let me turn this around. I want this to be, I'm going to lower this just a little bit, see if that helps, so you can see better. I think that might work. Okay, get these peeled. Get the bottom end. Oops, gotta go all the way through here first. Okay. Line it up. And stick it in. Okay. And now peel it. I'm gonna go slow. And it's good for eating too, if you like snacks. So we get these all. I keep wanting to stick it on and start the next one, but I have to pull this back. Now, fast way of doing that, there's a lever right here. Pinch on that, it loosens it up, and you just pull it back. So that's nice. Put the butt end on. And crank. That popping sound was this spring going back in place. Some of them peel better than others. Isn't that awesome? Now I have my cake pan here. Let me turn you around so you can see it. This cake pan, can you see it? Yeah, right here. It's filled with apples. That's what I'm gonna make cinnamon apples out of. And that was the plan for today's video. So I don't want this on me. I want this over here so you can see what's going on. So yeah. Well. So get these peeled, and we'll get that cinnamon apple started, because it needs to bake in the oven for 35 minutes. Isn't that neat? And we bought this here apple peeler. It ain't apple peeler. You can put zucchini on there for slicing zucchini with strings like this, and you can make zucchini spaghetti. You can put potatoes on there to make string sweet potatoes. Probably sweet potatoes too if they're round. It has to be long enough to stick in this in here, where it pokes into the center of it, and still have enough room to go in here. I might have to cut it in half if it's a long one, and then let it peel it, and then you can fix it however you want to fix it. So this is a sit down job where I can actually sit down and not have to hurt my back while I'm fixing all these apples. This is my first bushel. I still have another box of this. Oh, come on. Isn't that awesome? And when we first started peeling these apples and coring them and everything, I know I'm cockeyed. That's because I lowered this one side so you can see everything. But when I first started, I said, boy, the chickens get to have a lot of scraps, because I didn't know what to do with the scraps. Let me see if I can build you back up here. Nope, wrong one. No, that's the right one. Oh, there we go. But I didn't know how to, I go, let me see if I can find it here. This bowl of scraps. What would you do? It's messed up apples, apple peelings, and cores. That's just stuff that we can't. We can eat it, but why would we want to eat it? So I found a recipe. You just take all the scraps from your apples, cores and all, and because you're going to strain it, so you get all that out. But you don't want to squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, it'll have cloudy jelly. You don't want that. But then if it don't turn out, like I said, you got syrup. So let's stop here with peeling the apples, since you saw how that goes. I'm gonna move the camera over I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna get the recipe for the cinnamon apples, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I got the ingredients here that I need. I got my apples here. This is the container they're going to go in. It's supposed to be in a 9 by 13 inch pan, but I only have around 8-inch pan, so that's what we're gonna do again. You take your apples and you separate them. You break it up so it's not a whole apple, and then put those pieces in your pan, like so. And you don't want hair in it, like I just had, so remove the hair. I put my hair in a ponytail because it's starting to get hot in here, because I have the oven on 375 degrees. That's the temperature you need for this recipe. So I'm picking these up. Today is going to be an all-day project with me in the kitchen. I'm probably going to have a backache when I'm done, and a little creaky little baby. When you're hangry, it's going to be like that with me messing with apples all day, and they're already starting to turn brown. But that's okay. When I get the brown sugar and stuff on it, they're going to be brown too. So all good in the neighborhood. It calls for a 9 by 13 inch pan, and you're supposed to use 6 apples. Okay, and then you take one, and you put everything on. You toss all the apples and stuff in your pan, and then you stir it up and put it in the oven. So the first thing is 1/4. This is 1/2 cup. 1/4 cup brown sugar. Get my measuring cups over here. I thought I had 1/4 cup, but I had 1/2 cup. 1/4 cup. Right here is 1/4 cup brown sugar. And usually when you're measuring brown sugar, it needs to be packed. So pack it down with 1/4 cup brown sugar. Okay, if I need that for something else now. And then a teaspoon of white sugar. And I just brought some white sugar over from my container to do the white sugar. There's 1 teaspoon of white sugar. Okay. Move it here because I don't need it yet. And then we need 2 teaspoons cinnamon, which I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to sprinkle some in here because I like cinnamon, and it won't hurt to have a little extra. And even if I don't have extra, whatever it is. Okay, now we need 2 teaspoons cornstarch. No, the cornstarch. 2 teaspoons. 1 and 2. One tablespoon of lemon juice. Now I don't have a measure. I'm just going to put 3 cups of lemon juice in because that's close to a tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I will leave the link in the description if anybody wants to make this that hasn't, or just wants to make some for your family. There we go. 2 tablespoons butter. I just so happen to have some right over here. Already cut. I just didn't have it on the stove because the oven's on. 2 tablespoons butter. I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to cut that up, even though it ain't frozen. It's real easy to cut. I'm taking a knife and cutting it up so I have a little bit here and a little bit there around the pan. Don't go on the stove. Okay. So I'll distinguish that or distribute that around the stove. Yeah. Around the pan here. So as it melts, it will be all this. Now, I'm glad I have my towel here. Wipe my hands off. I'm going to take my big spoon here. Okay. And I'm going to stir this up just a little bit. You're supposed to put it in the oven for 375 degrees. And bake it for 35 to 40 minutes. This will get down and it get mixed up because every 10 minutes I'm supposed to come in and stir it. So, move this out of the way. Measuring spoon because I'm going to be using this all day long. And let's put this in the oven. Back you up so we don't get hit. Put you in the oven. Put this in the oven. And it's baking for 35 minutes. I'm going to push the timer for 35 minutes. Push start. Every 10 minutes I'll stir it. It'd be 1 second for you and 35 minutes for me. So see you in a little bit. Okay, guys. The timer just went off on the oven, so let's pull it out and see what it looks like. I'm going to have to stir this another time now. I'm going to put the glove on this hand because I'm going to stir with my right hand. Pick this up. Let me get you closer because I think you can only see me. Okay, let's see that. This will make a nice little dessert. I can make a coffee cake and put this in the center of it as a tasty treat as well. All kinds of things you can do with cinnamon and apples. Well, that's the cinnamon and apples. I'm gonna can this into a jar here. I just got a jar ready. Got my canner started. So we'll get this out of hot water. It's not hot, hot, hot where I can't handle it, but hot water. My jar's ready. I'm gonna get my whatchamacallit here funnel, and we'll scoop it in. So it probably won't fill it because yesterday's when I did this, the batch I made didn't fill jar and only went like halfway. So I'll have to make another batch to finish this jar. It's a lot of work, guys. A whole lot of work. And I don't like it when it lands on my hand. That's hot. It just might fill up the jar. Who knows? We'll see. I told David on this first bushel of apples, I'll just do dried apples, apple pie filling, and cinnamon apples. So that's what I'm doing. The next bushel will be applesauce, applesauce and apple juice, and applesauce, apple juice, and apple butter. Maybe some apple cider vinegar if I can figure out how to make that. I'll try to do that too. I'm going to take this pan and pour that brown sugar liquid on top of this. First, let's take a smaller spoon and push that down so there's room. Okay. Now I pour the juice on top. When you're canning, you want to clean the rim of your glass with vinegar, because vinegar is a cleanser, and you want to take a dab of vinegar on your paper towel. If I can get it out here. Well, I can't find my vinegar, but I recommend using vinegar. I'm just going to use a dry paper towel. You want to make sure this is clean from any sugar or juices or apple that would keep it from sealing. And then the trash. And I have these here lids that they say you don't have to boil. But I guess new stuff's coming out all the time. I'm going to put this on top. Finger tight. That's not straight. Finger top like that. Oh, I forgot my... The most important thing, getting the jars around. Whatever this thingy-majig is, the jar carrier, load it up into my canner with hot water. I'm ready for the next jar to be prepared. That is the cinnamon apple. Okay, guys. Filling up this dehydrator with peppers. And I've got these air-dried peppers. I believe that's what they are. And you want to get all the seeds out. So it won't be too hot. And place them in here. I'm giving the seeds to the chickens. So that way maybe they will plant them. Won't have peppers growing all over the yard. And I took the seeds out there, and I'm going to cut this in half and fill up this tray. And then we'll get the next tray filled. I don't know what I'm going to fill it up with, but I'll fill it up with something. My husband bought this dehydrator for me, and I'm just tickled pink to do all this all this dehydrating of all kinds of things, even my herbs next year when I grow them. And there's different things you can do with peppers. That's pretty. All loaded down. Now I'll put my next tray on there. My dehydrator comes with 4 trays. My bottom one I have bell peppers in. Then I put those Anaheim peppers on top of that. And now I'm going to fill this in here with apples. I don't know what's going to happen when I dehydrate the peppers and the apples in the same thing. But we'll find out. These are the apples I peeled when I made my cinnamon apples. And I'm making some dehydrated apples. We like to have snacks that's healthy, right? So you want to break them up so they lay flat on your tray. Just fill the tray up. And don't worry if it breaks and it's not perfect. It's going to break when it goes in your mouth anyhow, right? So fill up the tray. and then we'll get it dehydrating. Then I can put them in containers, whether it's a Ziploc freezer bag or jars. I don't know yet. We're planning on giving some of these away for like Christmas gifts. That tray's full. Got one tray left. So we'll fill that up with apples as well. I have lots of apples. I'm still working on that first bushel, guys. Yesterday my back was hurting so much my husband was saying, maybe I shouldn't have bought all those apples. All you're doing is complaining that you're hurting. I'll tell you one thing, it still needs done. Okay, it still needs done. I'm doing it. But I'll be taking my breaks. My back can't handle being moving around and all that. Okay, let me get this back over here, get that tray full. Get the lid on here. Isn't that beautiful? And I'll dehydrate all these. And I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. It might be a few days away. I think it's on there, but don't feel like it. It don't sound like it. It feels like it's smooth. Okay. I want to dry my hands off because my hands are a little bit wet from the apples. And I don't want to shock myself when I plug it in. Maybe I'm paranoid. I don't know. You tell me. Plug this in. And I gotta get my book. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got my book. This dehydrator came with the book. Tells you how to dehydrate, what you want to dehydrate. It gives you recipes. Now I'm gonna look for the peppers. Hot peppers take 20 hours. Let's see. I'll just set it for that. That way I know they're all done. The hot pepper's 20 hours, and it says they don't tell you the temperature. Okay, I'm showing you here. The hot peppers are, here's peppers and here's hot peppers. This 12 hours for regular peppers, and they don't tell you the temperature. So that's kind of strange. Now the apples, it tells you. Let me find the page for the fruit. Apples. Now you want to core them, and cut them, and then put preheat on them. And then 4 to 10 hours. And their uses for them is applesauce, pies, cobblers, rings, snacks, breads, and cookies. I don't know why they don't tell me. Okay, fruits, drying fruits, page 13. Okay, it's 135 degrees for fruit and vegetables. So 135 degrees. So let me turn you over here so you can see this. Get you off of here. You can see me, and I'm going to turn you around. Oh, it's bright. Okay. You push this for the temperature. It automatically starts. Oh, that's a time. I don't want the time on there yet. Well, it said, I forgot what it said, 10 hours. I can make 10 hours. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's what it said. I can add if I need to. And then you push the timer tip again, and it starts out with 90 degrees, and it said 130, so I'll go up till I get to 130, and then that's set. I'm going to check the timer one more time. Then all I do is push start and leave it alone. And when it's done, it will show that. Let me see what it said for them again, how long it takes. Apples, where'd it go? Apples, or drying fruits, page 13. They're at 135 degrees. I got that. Now the time for the apples. Let me find the apples on here again. Okay, apples, 10 hours. I did put 10 hours. I think I did. Yep. Now just leave it alone. And in 10 hours, it'll be done. And you can unload it and put it away. And this next project is going to be apple pie filling that I have started in this pan. And we're going to make apple pie filling. I hope you can hear me over the diffuser and over the canner. But bear with me. We'll get through this together. The recipe calls for 6 to 8 apples, and I have these apples already done, as you saw. I'm going to take and cut these in half, and half again. And I have that ready to add the rest of the ingredients. And I'm not worried about the peeling because we can still eat it because it's going to be cooked right into the pie. And the way my husband likes apple pie, it ain't going to matter about no peeling, he'll still eat it. Now cherry pie is his favorite pie, but apple pie is what we have. Now next year when I have the cherries from our garden, if we get them, like this year we had a lot of cherries, and I didn't know what to do, but now I have a dehydrator, so I can do more. They can be saved back until I'm ready to use them and rehydrate them when I'm cooking with them. And I can make my own trail mixes. I'm just so excited. So excited. I'm getting all this apple cut up so I can make it him apple pie. He wants apple pie today. So that's probably what this is going to be done into, but I'm just making the pie filling. And I'll make the apple pie off camera. But I'm not very good at pie crusts at all. But I'm getting these all cut up so they'll be ready for the rest of the ingredients. I think I got it all. Okay, that's cut up. Rinse my hands off. Might need to turn the fire on, you think? So I better get that started. Okay, now it calls for 2 tablespoons butter, so I'll go ahead and put that in. Turn it off. Two tablespoons butter right here. And then 1/2 cup regular sugar that I have in this container. 1/2 cup regular sugar. Get my 1/2 cup measurement. We don't need that apple in here. Okay, that's cleaned out now. 1/2 cup measuring cup. Regular sugar. Lay this down. And now it calls for 1/2 cup brown sugar. Let me get my big jar here. 1/2 cup brown sugar. And it's packed. Excuse me. Okay, lay this down in case I need it again. Okay. My cinnamon, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. I'm just going to douse some in here, like I always do. And then some nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, ground nutmeg. I got that right here. Let's douse some of that in. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. Remember, I just take the lid and pour it in here. So a tablespoon of lemon juice, 3 capsules. 1, 2. I'm doing the best I can. I hope you can see okay. And 3. Then after that, cook that for 8 to 10 minutes. I'm not using this plastic spoon for that, so I'll move that back over here. So we'll cook that for 8 to 10 minutes. Be 1 second for you, and about 8 to 10 minutes for me. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, it's cooked its time, and the next thing it says to do is 2 tablespoons cornstarch, which is 6 teaspoons. So put 2 tablespoons. 6 teaspoons. Here's 1, 2, 3. In case you're wondering, I have another one back here for another pie crust. 4, 5, and 1 more makes 6. I'm glad I went to the store and got some more cornstarch because it's just about gone. And I have some cinnamon apples in here that when I finished it, it didn't fill the jar all the way, so I have to let that wait until I get another batch done and then add to it. So then it says 2 tablespoons of water. So I'm putting 1/4 cup. Ah, I'm shaking. Oh man, 1/4 cup of water in there, and then you're supposed to let that cook for 2 minutes. So we'll just let this cook for 2 minutes. And that's supposed to help thicken it. The thickener. Let that cook for 2 minutes. And we'll put it in the jar and put it in the canner. So, let that cook for 2 minutes. Oh, man, I'm so tired. Get my jar ready. And I'll keep on doing this between the cinnamon apples and the pumpkin pie, cinnamon apples and the apple pie filling until this canner is full. Or I run out of apples, which I am not going to run out of apples today. So, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to turn the fire off on this and go ahead and put it into the jar. Before I'm done today, I've got to make my husband an apple pie. Because I promised him I would, and I want to do it before I get too tired. Because I am getting tired. This just makes my third jar, so I have a ways to go. And I haven't even had breakfast or lunch yet. I'm working my coon dog blink off. Use my smaller spoon that I have here. What do I do with it? And there it is. Push it in here. There's room for more. Go in all the holes. Push them down one more time because you want to have space in here for expansion. I might have a little bit too much in here. That's why we clean the rims with a paper towel with vinegar, which I don't have vinegar now, but it'll still clean. Because you don't want all that on there. You never know when you're going to have boo-boos, you know. You got to clean that off and you get a paper towel. Wipe that off. And then we'll get our clean lid and ring. Put it on finger tight. And then we will put it in the canner. And keep on keeping on until I'm done. Hope don't fall. Okay, so far so good. You can tell I'm working hard, guys. I'm gonna fill that canner up. When my husband says, "You mean you don't have dinner ready?" I'm working in the kitchen a lot, and I have a lot to do. And then I gotta clean up as I go. So I have room for more messes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you got anything out of it. And I'll leave the link in the description, or the recipe in the description, so you can be able to make it. So what do you think of my new kitchen toy? I'm excited because I get to dehydrate all kinds of things and have treats, healthy treats, and keep me away from the chocolate, you know, help keep me away from chocolate because they're sweet. And I'm going to be making all kinds of things out of the fruits from our garden next year. I'm going to plant more fruits, and our garden's going to be huge. I'm excited. I hope you're excited with me. Share your excitement by leaving me a comment. And if you got anything good out of this today, please smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm trying to raise my channel up to 1,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving. I think it can be doable. I don't have that many to go. And if you'd like to watch my, what do you call it? My playlists that help me get my views in so I can get monetized. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you. I don't know what I'd do without you. And I have a lot of work to do, so I have to get back to work. I'm sweating because I'm working in this kitchen with the oven and now the dehydrator. All kinds of stuff's going on. And I just want to share that with you guys. And when I'm all done with the first bushel, which I'll show you how much is left in here to do. That's how much is left. Not much. Done with that today. Then I have another bushel I need to get started on. But this bushel is just apple, dried apples, cinnamon apples, and apple pie filling. The next one's going to be other things. So we have a big variety of things to eat. And if we want an apple to eat, all we have to do is put it on there, peel it. It's so much easier to eat when it's funner to eat when it's all in a string. And then I have this here on this table here to make more jelly. My husband had apple not so long ago and never took the core off. But I'll put this in boiling water when I'm all done with everything else, and I clean this here up. But I got to finish these here apples too. But I get all that, and I make some more jelly. As long as I have jars to put it in, I am having so much fun. And I know you're supposed to use the pint jars for jellies, but I'm using quarts because that's what I have. And won't have to use so many jars that way. I just use big jars, and we always dig the jelly out anyhow. They're big jars at the grocery store, so why not have your own big jars too? So anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you on the next video. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Ta-ta for now.